Our series looking at infertility. Many women now opting to freeze their eggs. Rebecca Jarvis back with that story. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, George. Guys, infertility is so common here. And among married women with no prior births, about 1 in 5 are unable to get pregnant after a year of trying. It can be desperate and it can be lonely as a struggle. But now a growing number of women are freezing their eggs, hoping it's a kind of insurance policy.
I am about to take my first set of shots, and I am so nervous.
Natalie Bailey, an engineer from Texas, is about to start her weeks-long journey to freeze her eggs.
These are all the shots I have to take.
The process can take anywhere from about 2 to 3 weeks with multiple hormone injections a day.
It's an ultrasound.
Combined with doctor's appointments every other day leading up to the retrieval.
I'm pushing 40. I wasn't sure if I wanted to fully close the door on having children.
The number of women freezing their eggs has increased more than 150% over the last 5 years. Out-of-pocket costs average about $15,000 to over $20,000, which includes the cost of the egg freezing process, medications, and annual storage. Meantime, a recent study found only 2.5% to 3% of women who freeze their eggs return to use them.
It feels a little bit like we are telling women that they must do this because they are absolutely going to have infertility. That's not fair, but infertility is increasing. People are putting off their family building for longer. For a lot of people, the peace of mind is worth it.
31% of companies are offering fertility support. And Natalie says her company's support was crucial. After 16 days, she was ready for her egg retrieval at Aspire Houston Fertility Institute.
This is to monitor your heart. Okay.
The outpatient procedure takes about 30 minutes.
21.
Once retrieved, the eggs go through a process to safely store them, which we got to see at a different clinic, unrelated to Natalie's journey. Spring Fertility in New York, using donated immature eggs. The eggs are skillfully moved through different solutions to prepare them to be cryopreserved.
There's 3 eggs there,
Where they can last for years, stored in liquid nitrogen. For warming, the process is reversed, which can determine if some eggs were compromised. The attrition could look like this. 20 eggs are preserved, 17 survive, 13 successfully fertilized, 7 become embryos, 3 are viable after genetic testing, and 1 implants for a successful pregnancy. Natalie was happy to learn 25 eggs were retrieved during her procedure.
I'm very happy I was able to do this, and at least I know I have a backup if I decide to have a child later on in life.
And we really appreciate Natalie for sharing that story and wish her well on her journey. These treatments, as we mentioned, they can be expensive and they can be taxing on the body. Many employers are now starting to offer benefits to cover them and counselors to talk about them. So we know this is something that more and more women are thinking about doing because of infertility, but we also know so many families are pursuing other things like adoption. And that's an area that we're going to discuss tomorrow in our fertility series.
Are you hearing from a lot of women?
So
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. So many women, and I feel like people feel seen, and that's such an important part of this, to take away that loneliness and some of the shame that gets associated
You were
with it.
so kind to a dear friend of mine. Thank you so much for sharing this. It's so important.
Absolutely, guys.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.